Welcome to Kavango West, a region of resilience, growth and potential. Established in 2013, the region is divided in 8 constituencies, namely Mankupi, Ngamagoro, Nguni, Kapako, Musefe, Tondoro, Nkurenkuru, and Pungu. Kavango West has witnessed remarkable progress in education, health, and agricultural sectors. The improvement in road and communication infrastructure has also improved the living standard of many inhabitants. Join us as we explore this young but fast-growing region, its achievements, and the challenges which defines its 10 years of existence. Elaborating on the decision by central government to demarcate the then Kavango into 2 regions, Ergidius Nambara, Director of Planning in the Kavango West Regional Council, says it was a good move to separate the region into 2.
The division of the then Kavango region into 2 came with its blessings, especially to the inhabitants of Kavango West region, because the demarcation means bringing government closer to the people. It's really an exciting move, or a good move from the government to create Kavango West region, as per the advantages I've highlighted, that at least people feel the government now is closer to them, services are accessible, employment creation. So I think this really is a good move that the inhabitants appreciate. The region have moved, although at a slow pace. You know, as a new region that has been, that is still behind in terms of development, the expectations from the inhabitants were always high, and it's still high, because with the creation of the new region, they feel development will come faster. But this has not been the case, unfortunately. But we, as a regional council, we have pushed with the little resources we have received to ensure that what needs to be developed or what needs to be brought is being brought to the people. So we have achieved a number of milestones despite the challenges that I've highlighted, especially, you know, soon after the region was created came economic recession, then came drought following each other, then came COVID. You know, all these challenges affected the pace at which development is to move in the region.
Nkurenkuru, the regional capital, was declared a settlement area in 1999 before being proclaimed a town in 2006. Located alongside the Kavango River, this beautiful town is situated 135 kilometers west of Rundu and shares its river border with Kwangar, a town in the Kwango province of Angola. Since its establishment, Nkurenkuru has witnessed notable developments, says its Chief Executive Officer, Pietra Sindimba.
When the town was established, there were no housing in Nkurenkuru before the proclamation, apart from the build together, which was administered by the settlement committee. Now we are talking about houses that has been built by energy, houses that has been built through mass housing development program, houses that has been built through Sheikh Dwellers Federation, houses that has been built by private developers. Also successful hosting our expo to attract investors or investment to our local authority since 2017. The construction of Government Office Park is being built, and we have got also some business complex where ShopRite is being hosted. At least we have got 3 to 4 business complex that were not there before. We've got also a hotel in our town. We've got various guest houses. They were not there before. So people across the country can come to Nkurenkuru or Kavango West Region to have their conferences. We are able to host them.
For the town to grow, residents had to be relocated from certain areas to pave way for development. However, according to government policy, those who are relocated must be compensated.
In terms of the policy, before you relocate someone, you need to compensate them. So the most challenging we are having is that we don't have fund for compensation. But I'm happy that through our community meeting, through our stakeholders engagement, we try to explain it to our community, and most of them, or majority of them, they do understand.
Blessed with the perennial river, the region hosts the Musese and Sikondo green schemes, feeding not only Kavango West, but neighboring regions as well. Local farmers equally play a pivotal role in enhancing productivity and ensuring food security through sustainable and innovative practices.
Here, since we came here, the main things we are farming here, we are just farming the cereal crops. We have maize, but so far we didn't yet start with the wheat, but we used to do also vegetables like butternut, watermelons, and tomatoes, and some green peppers. Yeah, but for now, when you are seeing in the field, we just planted the whole 10 hectares is under maize.
As part of its mandate to plan and develop the region in a sustainable manner for the benefit of its inhabitants, Kavango West Regional Council throughout the years has initiated programs and activities to stimulate and support the local economy. Article 20 of the Namibian Constitution says primary education shall be compulsory for every child in Namibia. To make this a reality, Kavango West has been constructing several schools across all 8 constituencies.
10 years, though slow, a number of classrooms and schools that have joined or been added to the existing classrooms in some of the schools. Now, moving on to water infrastructure, we have also a number of boreholes drilled in our schools. Kachina Kachi, Erago, Amagoro, Twagi, Kakua, Bunya, Nautova, and others that have received new boreholes. We also experienced challenges over the last 10 years. One of them is we do not have office space as a directorate. You see where we are sitting, we are renting the shopping malls. That's one of the challenges that the directorate is facing. One of the challenges that we have is learners walking a long distance from where they live to where the schools are situated. If you could have a hostel in those areas, it will address or cut the distance that the learners are walking to school.
Beyond primary and secondary schools, the region boasts a network of higher educational institutions in Nkurenkuru, such as the International University of Management and the Velvicia Health Training Center, nurturing talents and driving innovation in the region. A vocational training center is also set to open its doors to many of the youth in Kavango West in the near future. While significant progress can be observed in some sectors in the region, road infrastructure, particularly gravel roads, in the Kapako and Ngamagoro constituencies remain a dream for many residents who still travel long distances to access basic services. In an interview with MICT-Kavango West Regional Office, both constituency councillors narrate how the unavailability of proper roads in most areas are denying the inhabitants services that could improve their living standards.
Some of the people that are living inland never saw a gravel road because there is nothing within their reach. So gravel roads are a challenge. And you know, when you have road infrastructures, it stimulates business, it makes transport easier, reachable, and you can access even health facilities or markets easier. And this has been a challenge for residents of Kavango. To date, out of the 6 submissions that we have made, 6 roads that we needed, none of them has been realized. And this is what we are looking forward. Despite the fact that some people do not even ask for gravel roads now, they want bitumen standard, dirt road. So Kavango is still crying for gravel roads. So, and this is what I pleaded last time, even with people that are working at National Planning Commission, that they have to balance things. So the way things are, Kavango is neglected. Our cry is that we did some submission again, especially on road infrastructures. I think we are looking forward that within these 2 years to come, we might get 1 road. So there are some few developments coming up, and I hope that either early next year or so we might be told that 1 might be gravel.
One of the challenging issues, there is no single gravel road within the constituency since the inception. You know, our constituency is bordering around about 4 constituencies, bordering Musese, Mankumpi, Kapako, and Nunguni. But the unfortunate part that there is no single gravel road since its inception. So we need at least 2 to 3 gravel roads so that all this bigger village can be linked to the main road, which is the Trans-Zambezi Highway.
I'm happy to inform the public today that the Alex Muranda, which was heavily sent all along, this time around, the gravel road first phase has been completed, a first phase of 41 kilometers has been completed last year. Now, the same last year, the contractor started with the second phase of 35 kilometers, which is about to be completed. And that is 41 and the 35 out of 138 kilometers that need to be completed.
Apart from the unavailability of proper road infrastructure, another difficulty facing Kavango West residents, including law enforcement, is access to network coverage.
No network. He's calling. Hello? Hello?
Despite being a vast region with 2 health districts, Kavango West has seen significant progress with the construction of new health facilities and the extension of others. Francisca Hamutenia is the Regional Health Director.
Between 2014 and 2016, the region has recorded a number of infrastructure construction. If we go to facilities like Erago, which is far in the inlands, you'll see that modern facilities were constructed, which are bigger than the existing facilities that we have. For me, that is an achievement in itself. And then in 2022, we all witnessed the inauguration of our PHC, Nkurenkuru PHC clinic. In terms of service delivery, we have managed to integrate all primary healthcare services in all our facilities. That is screening and treatment. All our facilities, if you go to the clinics, they are offering screening and treatment, testing and counseling services, family planning, antenatal and postnatal services, as well as immunization. And then one main achievement for me is the reopening of our Nkurenkuru District Hospital Theatre. You know, it was closed for some time, I think backdating, whether it's 2012 or 2014, it hasn't been operating. We have been referring our patients to Rundu, even for minor procedures. When we took over as a directorate, we managed to recruit medical doctors or medical officers. And last year in 2023, we reopened the theatre, even though we still have challenges here and there, but at least we are attending to some of our patients. The challenge of staff accommodation. You know, most of our facilities are situated in the inland. In the inland, it's hard for you to find a room or a house that you can rent. So this has led to high staff turnover because there's no way I can go and stay in a hut as a graduate, especially for that matter. The issue of the roads, you know, our roads, we don't have roads in Kavango West. All we have is these sandy feeder roads. And this is also making it difficult, especially for the ambulance services to reach on time when there is an emergency. If they can just construct roads leading to the facilities, it will make our work very easier, and even response will be timely.
Kavango West shares a porous border with Angola, divided by a river, and to curb border crimes, there's a need for stronger security measures.
The border, we are just divided by a river. However, we have made those arrangements with the Angolan counterpart just to create ungazetted points. So we have 6 ungazetted points where we just had an agreement with the Angolan side to say if they come on your side, register them in a book, then they come to our side, we also do the same. Then they buy or they go to the clinic when they are done, and they go back without them passing the official gazetted points.
Even though Kavango West acquired a state-of-the-art police regional headquarters in 2023, there are still external factors preventing the police from fully carrying out their duties.
Infrastructure-wise, the police is doing well. And with regard to, in terms of human capital also, when they started, there were just a few police officers, around less than 200. And now we are standing at about 400. That's where we are. I will not say we are many. we still need manpower, but at least the number increased from the previous years. The challenges are many, but to mention just a few that we have experienced and that we are still experiencing, it will be the road infrastructure. This is now to navigate the inland villages. You know, our roads, sometimes it's a bit tough for us to go through, particularly sometimes when it rains, and sometimes when it's dry, it's sandy areas, so it becomes a problem. Some villages maybe you would see only police once in a while or once in a month. We want to be there, but sometimes we have those challenges. The other issue will be communication network, because there are still some areas where there is no tower, and then the mobile network is not, you can't reach. These are farms. There are incidents sometimes that will be reported, and then by the time the caller reaches us, and the time we will go there, find out the incident happened already 2 days back, because there was just no communication. And even when our members go to the scene, we will have to wait until they come back. Because while they are there, we can't even communicate to say what is happening there. Do you need ambulance? Do you need whoever to join you? So we have to wait until they will come back, report feedback, and then we have to dispatch again the next day.
Kavango West still grapples with the challenge of undocumented and stateless persons.
National document. Despite my effort to assist community members to acquire a national document, about 20% of members in Ngoni constituency are still unregistered. Mainly old people and members of the marginalized community.
Let me touch a little bit on national documents. So a lot of people couldn't get national documents, but so far, since the inception of Namagoro constituency, we've been doing a lot also in terms of making sure that our people get national documents, though, but yeah, most of them are in possession of national document, and we're still working on that one. And with this coming in outreach programs, of course, which will take place in June this year, of course, a number of people will get again.
Now I can see most of the people have get their documents and kids' documents. It's nice, They suppose government must continue giving each and every government, even every community. It seems just each year, not only here at Mile 20. They must continue to other communities.
Despite Kavango West being the youngest region in Namibia, it is not spared from a condition affecting many young people in the country: unemployment.
That's why now we have opted, because we are in the rural area, we have opted to specialize in the farming sector. About every household in Mankumpi constituency, and I'm proud to talk about that, about every household in Mankumpi constituency has got a field where they produce. Part of the produce are taken or is taken to the market, and part of it is stored for consumption. So at least we are proud of being people in the rural area, because we are making use of the opportunities and turn the bedlock that we have of unemployment into self-employment.
In spite of persisting challenges, the region has seen various developments changing the lives of many during the first decade since its inception. However, the Kavango West Regional Council vows to continue planning and engaging stakeholders who are key to developing and improving the living standards of its inhabitants.
As a council, we invested a lot in the procurement of the small livestock farming. When we procured a lot of goat projects. Because now if you go now in most of our constituencies, if you go in Musese, those projects are there. You come to Kapako, the projects are in existence. You go now again in Mankumpi, those projects are there. We've covered a lot of those small-scale farmers, both in the inland and along the entire road here.
For us, here in gardening project, in my area, I saw how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 projects which have been supported by the government last year. And some of them have produced a lot last year. Those some have failed. But we cannot say the government is not doing anything. For an example, I'm a pensioner. instead of staying in town, roaming around in town, I came to the village. In the village, I do a little bit to assist the community here. If we can be more than 5 pensioners here, I'm dead sure we will uplift this community. Let us come out of town and come and develop our people. They need us here. We don't need here just to stay in town. A little bit you do in the community, you develop. The second one will come and do something, he will develop. We create employment and we create life so that we attract the young people from roaming around in town, doing nothing. I think we need really to work hard and develop the community. That is the life here.
As we conclude our journey through Kavango West, it's evident that the region has achieved remarkable progress. Yet, challenges persist, urging the community and its leaders to work together for a brighter tomorrow. Kavango West, a story of progress and challenges, of growth, resilience, and the pursuit of a better future.